Well, good morning, Rabbinet Deborah Levy.
Good morning, Rabbi.
How you feeling today?
Oh, I feel just fine.
Yeah, you're here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and this is May 2017, and I see you had a nice Mother's Day.
Yes, I did.
You still got your flowers here, and since you've been here in Bethlehem, we've been cooking for you, but you said you got a taste for what?
Matzaball soup.
Well, you're going to have to show us how to make Matzaball soup then. How long you been making Matzaball soup?
Over 40 years.
Been making it for 40 years now. What are basic ingredients? People been wanting to know how your Matzaball soup tastes so good.
Well, you start off with 1 cup like this.
Mm-hmm.
And for 1 cup of Matzaball meal, you're supposed to put 4 eggs.
Uh-huh.
And 4,
And a cup.
you just really say half a cup of oil.
Okay.
But first you put your eggs in your oil and blend it together. And when you got it blended real good, then you add the Matzaball meal at the end and stir it up.
Uh-huh. Then you're not going to be able to make balls out of it yet, right? What do you have to do next?
You got to put it in the refrigerator and let it sit for about an hour.
Okay, then it gets firm,
Get firm.
and then you can roll it into balls.
Make it into little balls.
And then once you have those balls, then you can put those balls into your chicken soup.
Chicken Matzaball soup.
All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna come back in the next step and watch you do that. But this is going to be your documentary of how to make Rabbinet Levy's famous and delicious Matzaball soup. All right. And here we see she is beating those eggs by hand. We got the electric one, but she likes to do it by hand. Using her whisk, and she put 2 tablespoons of oil, and we use that olive oil.
4.
Well, we doubled it for us because we got 4 people we're making for. And she is going.
Is that mixed good?
It looks pretty good to me. It looks like you got it just right. Well, she's got her cup of matzo meal and she's mixing it all together there.
You got a teaspoon of salt. Just put a salt shake and just shake the salt one time.
Now over here in the kitchen, we have a 4-quart pot, and we have some chicken broth in there, and we made our own chicken broth by having a whole, in this case rotisserie chicken, and we chopped it up and we put it in the pot, and it is cooking. And while this is cooking, Rabbinet is going to chop up some celery and carrots, and we're going to put that in while our matzo balls are chilling in the refrigerator.
Make that juice. Cold.
Okay, and while Rabbinet is cutting up the celery, I've been in here cutting up the carrots. Okay, and here we are again, Rabbinet Deborah Levy. Now, she put that matzo meal in the refrigerator and she let it stay there for over an hour while the broth was cooking. And now she took it out of the refrigerator, and she put a little matzo meal and some olive oil on her hands. And Rabbinet Deborah, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm rolling out the matzo balls now.
Uh-huh. Yes, indeed. Now, we're not making you work too hard, are we?
Oh no, this is fun.
It's fun. All right. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Now, those matzo balls, they look mighty small there.
Yeah, but when you cook them, they'll swell up. I didn't want to make them too big.
Okay, so you don't make them big. You make them about the size that they are there, right? And then I'll zoom in even more so that you can see. and then when you put them in the broth, they will get bigger.
Bigger. Mm-hmm.
Now, my wife's vegetarian, so she doesn't eat the chicken soup, right? So we're gonna make some matzo balls for her too.
She gonna take some of this. She can use these.
So we could take the matzo balls, right?
But she won't get it in the soup with the chicken. Hers are gonna be.
And we could make a separate pot with vegetable broth, right?
Right, right.
And you could put those same matzo balls in the pot of vegetable broth, and you can make vegetarian matzo ball soup.
Right.
It's still matzo balls, but instead of chicken broth, you're going to be using vegetable broth. Okay, now even with this 4-quart pot, I took those matzo balls that Rabbinet rolled out, and I dropped them into the broth, and they have begun to blow up like basketballs. So those small balls, when you put them in, they will expand. And there we can see the matzo balls. Now I had to take some of the carrots out to make room so that the matzo balls themselves would have room to expand and to cook. But we'll add those together at the end for this delicious matzo ball soup. We're going to cover it and let it continue to cook there. But we're getting close to having matzo ball soup, and although you can't smell this on the video, you could smell the matzo ball soup throughout the house, and it makes you hungry. And here we have the matzo ball soup. We think it's ready. Rabbinet did a taste test. She said it looks good. I think it needs maybe another cup of water because it is very dense with all those big matzo balls and carrots and celery. I like a lot of juice with it too, but you could add more if you want, and it could go a long, long way. So we're going to put a bowl in and let the Rabbinet be the final judge. Okay, and Rabbinet's about to do our first taste test right here. And tell us what you think here.
Good.
Delicious?
Delicious.
All right, let's see it.
Oh, yeah. Very good. This is what you call homemade Matzaball chicken soup.
Is it as good as you expected?
Oh, yeah.
All right. And she's... Well, Rabbinet, we thank you for teaching us how to make your famous Matzaball soup. You could have it anytime, right?
Right.
You could even have it during Passover because it's made with matzah meal.
That's right.
But you could have it year round if you like. And we like.
We like it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and you enjoy.
You too.